I'm gonna do about 8 minutes or so just to get the heart rate moving a little bit. So let's just go nice little high knees here, march it out a little bit. A little bit of a bob. Keeps the body moving a little bit. Nice, and we'll take a little step back on one leg, pull the arms open, just stretch open through the chest, and we'll take the other side, pull open, and pull open. Nice. Pulling open, pulling open. Nice. And a couple little more high knees here. You can take this as quick as you want. Little bob here. And we're going to move it into some skaters. So just take this to whatever pace works best for you. And you can take this sort of forward and back, make it a little bit creative. Just getting that heart rate up a little bit. A few more seconds here before we take a little break. Nice work, shaking out those legs a little bit if that feels good. And we're going to take a little pogo jump to the side with a little star jump. Let's go. Nice. If you like, you can jump or stay lower impact with a little leap. Step it out if we're staying low impact. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. And done. Taking a little break there. I wonder if I can feel something under my mat. Nice. Shall we go a little fast feet here? So, little fast feet. And bring it up into high knees. And take it down to little fast feet again. And let's take that up into high knees again. Nice work, fast feet. And done, taking a little break there. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll out. Let the heart rate settle a little bit. Good stuff. We're just on halfway through our little cardio set. So, let that heart rate settle a little bit more. I'm going to go back to our skaters. That's it, nice work. Just watching that lateral movement, watching the ankles. Making sure there's no ankle issues, of course. You can add that little forward and back if that feels good. Nice. Taking a little moment's break there. Give those legs a little bit of a shake out. We're going to come into that little side move. Step out, side, and step out, little star jump or a squat. Let's go. That's it. Nice work. Keep that moving. Good stuff. Nice work. Taking a little break. Give the heart rate a little chance to settle slightly. How are we feeling? Let's go back into those little high knees. And we'll take it down to our fast feet. And back up into those high knees. Step it out or jog it out depending on how you're feeling. Let's take it into those fast feet. And jog it out through those high knees. And done. Taking a little break. Let that heart rate settle a little bit. Nice little short intervals just to get the heart pumping a little bit. Nothing on the hands, of course, today. Nice. Good stuff. And when we're ready, we are going to go back to our skaters. That's it, keep that going. We've got about another 3 seconds, 2, and done. Taking a little break there. And we're going to move it back into our little side jump or side shuffle. Side shuffle, out and in. Let's go if we're not already. That's it. Good stuff. Nice. Good stuff. That's it, keep that going. And taking a little break there. We're going to move it into our high knees and fast feet. Alternating. Taking a little breath, or 2 or 3 or 4. Let that heart rate settle a little bit. Let's go, high knees. And fast feet. And let's take this up into our high knees again. Good stuff, and drop it down to our fast feet. And done, nice work. That's it. All done on our cardio. We're going to come down to the mat for some Pilates type stuff. Come down to all fours to start off with, but before we do, take a little circle out through the hips. Good stuff. Coming on down from here, we'll take a little circle out through the hips. Nice work. And then bring the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes to touch. We'll take a little stretch out through the back, take it down to a child's pose. You're not going to stay here for very long, but just stretching out through the shoulders. Couple of big deep breaths. And then coming on up to all fours. From our all fours, we'll launch straight in here. So, keeping our knees nice and bent here, bring our right knee up to the back, bring it around to the side, keep the core on, bring it to the back, lower down, lift it up to the back, keep the back nice and stationary, bring it round to the side, to the back, lower down. So you don't want to be arching and moving through the low back and through the shoulders to counteract for this. Keep the core braced to keep the back nice and straight. Keep that knee bent throughout the whole entire movement. Takes a lot more control than it would maybe seem. Round to the back. That's it. Lift it up and to the back, side, back, and lower. Let's take a couple more here. Good stuff. And done. We're going to move this onto the other side. So staying in our all fours position, lift that left leg to the back, keep the knee bent, bring it round to the side, back, lower down, back, side, back, lower down. That's it. Lift, side, back, lower down. That's it. Lift, side, back, and lower down. Nice work. Lift, side, back, and lower down. Couple more. That's it. And two more here. You may find one side is easier than the other, perfectly normal. And release here. Take a little seat back, roll out through the wrists. I don't know about you, sometimes when I'm sitting on my hands for any period of time, my wrists start to get a bit cranky. So give them a chance to roll out. And from here, we're going to come into a plank. So elbows down on the mat, stepping the legs back. So two options here, full length plank or on the knees. So take your pick here. We're going to hold our plank for about 40 seconds here. So really draw the belly in towards the spine. Holding everything nice and strong. That's it. We've got about 20 seconds left. Keep that tailbone tucked under slightly. Glutes might draw in, core draws in. Two, and done. Nice work. Release it down. We'll take a little Sphinx pose here. So you might choose to drop the hips down, stay on the elbows here, releasing out through those core muscles slightly. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into a side plank on one side. So rolling on over to your side. Nice. When you arrive, set yourself up. You can have that bottom knee bent if that's where you're working this morning. Or full length is always an option as well. So two options, full length or bottom knee on the floor. Pick your poison this morning and let's come on in. Beautiful. Keeping this nice and controlled here. We've got about another 10 seconds. 2 and 1. Bring it on down. Nice little challenge this morning, right? Let's stay on our side here. So we're not rolling over just yet. We've got a couple more exercises on our side here. So first one here, we're going to bring one hand underneath your head here like so. So you're kind of lying on your side. You've got an option, top hand can come down to the mat. So if you're a little uncertain this morning, bring that top hand down to the mat. If you're feeling strong, hand can come up to the other side of your head. So this morning, we are going to lift up through the core. So it's going to look something like this. Lifting up through the core, lower down. Might not seem like much, but it's really going to work through the side of the body here. So the hips stay on the ground here. You may not get up very far, but just take this to whatever range of motion you have. You're lifting your rib cage off the floor. So it seems a little weird. I'll move my hand out of the way so you might be able to see a little bit better. And I'm just going to check. Yeah, I think can you see? I'm going to move my camera a little bit so you might be able to see a little bit better. So lift that bottom rib cage off the floor. Taking a couple more here, lifting that bottom rib cage off the floor. And you probably can't see very well because I'm wearing a baggy top as well. I didn't think very hard about that this morning, did I? 2. And 1 more. And lower on down. This time we're going to lift that top leg up off the bottom leg. You can keep that bottom knee bent if you would like. We're going to bring that top leg to the back. So squeeze the glute and then bring it forward. Take 2 kicks forward. Sweep it back. 2 kicks forward. Sweep it back. So you're really going to have to brace your core to stop your hip wiggling around in the air. So you want to keep your hips stacked one over the top of the other. 2 kicks forward. Sweep it back. 2 kicks forward. Sweep it back. That's it. This one's quite deceptive, so you really pull everything in. Pelvic floor pulls in, glutes engage, core engages to stop your hips waving around in the air. Three, and 2, and 1 more, and release it on down. Beautiful. Let's roll on over to our other side now. So we're going to take that side plank to start off with. So setting yourself up, bend that bottom knee if that's where you're at this morning, or stretch it out nice and long depending on how you're feeling. And up we come. You're going to hold for about 20 seconds. Or that's the aim anyway. Beautiful, really bracing everything. You're about halfway here. That's it, keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower on down. Let's come on all the way down to our side again. So hand underneath the head, supporting your head, and other hand can come to the top side of the head, or it can come down on the mat depending on how you're feeling. And we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other side. So lift the rib cage off the floor. So if I hold that shirt out of the way, you should be able to see my rib cage lifting off the floor here. Although it's a bit hard to see with the dark mat and the dark coloured top. Beautiful. Three, and 2, and 1 more, and lower on back down. So from here, keep yourself in this position here, and lift that top leg up slightly. The bottom knee is going to stay slightly bent to help support you. Keep those hips stacked one over the top of the other. Bring that top leg back, squeeze the glutes, bring it forward, 2 kicks forward, bring it back, 2 kicks forward. And try not to let that hip wave around in the breeze. That's it. 2 kicks forward, bring it back. 2 kicks forward, bring it back. 2 kicks, and bring it back. Nice work. 2 kicks, bring it on back. 2 kicks, and bring it on back. Nice work. Keep that moving here. We go for 3. This is 2. And the last one. And release that here. Nice work. I'm going to roll on over to our back now. Beautiful. From here, reach the hands towards the knees. A bit of noise from downstairs, shut that door. We're just going to roll up, curling on up, just into a little nice controlled crunch here. Nothing too crazy. Lower down, lift and lower, lift and lower. Nice work. Lifting on up and lower, lift on up and lower. Squeeze those abs down into the spine. If you're starting to get a little bit of anything happening through the neck, you can bring the fingertips just in behind your ears for a little bit of support. That's it, nice work. Curl and squeeze. That's it, curl and squeeze. Nice work, curl and squeeze. And lower on back down. From here we get into the lower abs. I'm going to bring the feet up towards the ceiling. My favorite little crisscross legs. So if you want to make this a little bit harder, you can lower the feet part way down towards the floor and just take it into this little crisscross. Nice little controlled movement, little crisscross through the feet. Strong and controlled. That's it. Keep the lower back in contact with the floor as much as you can. Keep those abs engaged. 4, 3, 2, and squeezing it on into the chest again. Beautiful work. Let's take it over. We're going to come on into another plank. We're going to do those plank moves and side moves again one more time. So rolling on over, coming into our plank. So setting yourself up when you're ready. We're going to hold for about 30 seconds here. So let's go. Set up your plank. That's it. Elbows. Keep those hips down. Core on. Holding for about another 15 seconds. Dropping down to the knees if you need. That's it. About another 5 seconds. And done. Nice work. Take it into a little Sphinx pose to stretch it out. The sole of my foot is cramping up here. Always good fun. Beautiful. Rolling over to your side. Doesn't matter which side you do first. We're going to do both sides anyway. So finding a side, and we will come into our side plank first. So set yourself up, knees or full length depending on how you're feeling, and up we come. Gonna hold for about 15 seconds here. Holding about another 8 seconds. Nice and strong, and done. Coming on down, all the way down to our side. So elbow on the floor, hand comes up underneath to support the head. You've got an option to have hand on the mat or hand to the other side of the head. So take your pick here. You can have knees bent slightly to help with your stability, and we're going to lift the rib cage, the bottom rib cage off the floor. So you should be creating a space just underneath your rib cage here. Lift and lower. Lift. All those muscles you didn't know you had around your rib cage is what we're working here. Rib cage and side of the waist. So yes, a lot of the time we think of our front and our back as our core, but we do have muscles down the side of our body as well. So we're contracting those muscles in the side of our body to help lift the lower rib cage off the floor. Doesn't look much, but it's actually deceptive and it will catch up with you. Let's go 2, and 1 more here. Keep it as controlled as you can. Now I'm going to offer you 2 options. So for that little kick move that we did, so lift the top leg up, bring it to the back, and kick it forward. I'm going to offer you 2 options here. Your first option is to stay down on the floor here. Second option, you can contract that lower rib cage and do this with your lower rib cage lifted off the floor, which is going to be a little bit trickier. So only take that if you're feeling strong and confident. Kick back, kick forward, 2 kicks, back, 2 pulses forward, back, 2 pulses forward, back, 2 pulses forward. I've dropped down to do my last couple because I wasn't feeling very stable. So if you've got that rib cage lifted off the floor, make sure you feel nice and stable. And last one here, forward and release. Nice work. We're going to come on to the other side. Lucky last little set here on the other side. We've got our side plank and our 2 side exercises. Finish us off today. So, setting yourself up for your side plank. Let's go in 2, 1, wear up. Knee or feet on the floor. That's it. Holding here. Really pull everything in. That's it. Nice work. Holding 2, 1, and done. Lower it on down. Bringing the body all the way down. Use that bottom elbow, bottom hand to support your head. Hand can come either to the mat in front or to the top of your head. And we're going to lift on up through that bottom rib cage. Lift on up. That's it. Lift on up. Lift on up. Side waist. Side of the body here. That's it. Lift on up. Lift on up. Lift on up. Lift on up. Control it. 3 and 2 and 1 more. That's it. Done. Drop it on down. Now from here, stretching out that top leg, lift it up slightly. You've got 2 options, bottom waist on the floor, or you can lift up that bottom waist. We kick the top leg back, 2 kicks forward, back, 2 kicks forward. Challenge your stability here. 2 kicks forward, back, 2 kicks forward. That's it. Back, 2 kicks forward, back, 2 kicks forward. That's it. Back, 2 kicks forward, back, 2 kicks forward. I've lowered my waist down because my stability was suffering. Make sure you stay nice and stable. 3, 2, last one. Bringing it forward and release. Nice work. Coming on up to a nice little seat. Coming into these 90-90 legs. And take a little fold forward over the front leg. Bring it on back, sweep the body around. So you've got a nice long line down that top leg, all the way up. Squeeze that heel into your butt, take a little lean back, take a stretch into this quad here. And we're going to take those 90-90 legs over to the other side. Take a little forward fold over that front leg. And then sweep the body around, pull that top heel in towards the butt again. Take a little lean back, stretching into that second quad. And slowly start to release here. Coming into some little butterfly legs, maybe taking a little fold forward. and lifting on up. You are all done.